Now the rule which I am going to say, it's very important. So keep your eyes and ears widely open and listen to it and understand it, because mostly the questions is going to come from here, which I am going to say. So here what I am going to say is that polyfunctional group but of different kind. That means we will be having a compound having different functional group present in it. Alright, let me give you an example so that you will understand it what I am talking to you. Suppose we are having here OH, you are having here COH, alright, here you are having here bromo. Of course this is not a functional group, this is a prefix. You are having here CH3 and this is a compound, let us say I am having it. Okay, CH3, here it will be CH, it will be CH, CH and CH2. So you can see it here, basically this is the, what you can say, the longest chain, no doubt about it. This is the longest chain. So these two are the prefix, this is not the functional group, understood. Now the question comes here, we are having two functional groups. This is one functional group, carboxylic acid, otherwise oic acid, and this is your alcohol, otherwise known as all. Which one I should take as a functional group? That means to whom I give the lowest position? Should I give the lowest position to the alcohol or should I give the lowest position to the carboxylic acid? Yes, there is a confusion. So in that case, you have to remember the one which I am saying. So please write down carefully. Understood? When I am going to apply this rule which I am going to say you now, write down. Right. If two or more functional group of different kind, if two or more functional group of different kind is present in a given compound, if two or more functional group of different kind is present in a given compound, then one is a primary functional group and the other is a secondary functional group. Then one is the primary functional group and other is a secondary functional group. Primary functional group forms the secondary suffix. Primary functional group forms the secondary suffix. In bracket you write functional group. In bracket you write functional group. And the secondary functional group forms the prefix. And the secondary functional group forms the prefix. In bracket you write secondary prefix. In bracket you write secondary prefix. Now here what I said, if two or more functional group is there of different kind, as you can see it here, then one will be a primary and other is secondary. Primary will form the secondary suffix, means that is actual functional group, and the secondary functional group will now become the prefix. Alright, which prefix? Secondary prefix. Now the question is, how do we come to know which is primary and which is secondary? We are having a chart for it, which is otherwise known as preferential series of the functional group. We are having a chart for it, the preferential series of the functional group. You can get it in your book also, this preferential series, and I am telling you what is the preferential series. So first we'll start from carboxylic acid, then we will have sulfonic acid, then we will have acid anhydride, then esters, got it, esters, then acid chloride, then amide, okay, then nitriles, then it is isonitriles, then aldehydes. Alright, it's a long chart. Carboxylic acid, sulfonic acid, acid anhydride, esters, acid chlorides, amides, nitriles, isonitriles. Just a moment. Then aldehydes. After that, we are having aldehydes, ketones in this way. Then alcohols. Then it is phenol. Phenol, we write it in this way. This is your phenol. Benzene ring OH. Then thiol. Then primary amines, 1 degree amine. Then secondary amine, that is 2 degree amine. Then tertiary amine, Alright, that is 3-degree amine. Then ethers, then alkenes, then alkynes, then substituents. Substituents means your secondary prefix after that. Substituents. Secondary prefix after that. This is the order. Carboxylic acid, sulfonic acid, acid anhydride, esters, acid chloride, amides, nitriles, isonitriles, aldehydes, ketones, alcohols, phenol, thiol, primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine, ethers, alkenes, alkynes, substituents. Substituents means your secondary prefix. What is that? After that, secondary prefix will come. Chloro, bromo, iodo, fluoro, nitro, amino, all those things which is going to come. Okay, this is the order. So in this order, whichever comes first, that is your primary, and after that which comes, that is your secondary. Means here you can see carboxylic acid and alcohol. So you can see carboxylic acid comes first and alcohol comes here. Lot, what you can say down, you can say that alcohol comes. So alcohol is your secondary functional group and carboxylic acid is your primary functional group. Understood? This is a preferential series. Whichever comes first, you have to remember the series. You have to learn the series. So whichever comes first in the series, that is your primary, and which comes after that, that is your secondary. Suppose you are having carboxylic acid and you are having aldehyde. So this is the aldehyde. Again same thing. Carboxylic acid is a primary and aldehyde is secondary. Suppose you are having in a compound aldehyde is there and alcohol is there. So aldehyde is primary and this is your secondary. Understood now? Once you remember the chart, then only it will be easy for you. So you need to learn this particular chart in an order. This order, you cannot change the order. Because what I said you, preferential series, this is. So in preference it is being written. The first, this comes, then this, and this way it goes on. Alright? So now on this order, what I said, the one which is primary, that becomes your functional group, actual functional group, and the one which is secondary, that becomes your prefix. So here carboxylic acid, the name remains the same. What is that? Oic acid. But here the name changes here because this becomes your prefix. Nah? This is a prefix because this is primary, this is secondary. You can see this is primary, this is secondary. This comes first and this comes after that. So primary remains functional group. So hence the name remains the same, oic acid, and the secondary it becomes prefix. So when it becomes prefix, the name will change definitely. So what the name will be in the prefix chart, you see it. I have given you already. What the name will be? Hydroxy. The name will change to hydroxy. Alright? Clear? Lot of things you have to learn. So now I'll write the IUPAC name. See here. So first is your secondary prefix. Secondary prefix is what? Hydroxy, bromo, methyl. So which comes first? Now let me do the numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it is nothing but 5 bromo. Then after that 3 hydroxy and 4 methyl. Alright, understood children? 5 bromo, 3 hydroxy, 4 methyl. The name is changing here because this becomes prefix. This is a secondary functional group. This is a primary functional group. The name will change when it will turn to prefix. How will you know? You have to learn the rules. You have to remember the rules. You have to remember the preferential series. You have to learn the chart, the secondary prefix, secondary suffix, the one which I gave it to you. Now next is, after that what is that? Root word. Root word is what? Hex. What is primary suffix? N. What is secondary suffix? Secondary suffix is, in the first position is oic acid is there. Either you can write one oic acid or simply we can write this as oic acid. E is being removed. Alright, so what we got the name? 5 bromo 3 hydroxy 4 methyl hexanoic acid. Alright, we got the IUPAC name in this particular way. One more example I will give it to you. A quick example I will give it to you. Listen carefully. So we are having here, let us say we are having here, that is nothing but CHO. We are having here NH2 and what more I can give? One more I can give it here. Yes, let me give a double bond. One more double bond. Here let me give that is iodo, and here another one, let me give it as methyl. Okay. Now CH3, CH. Some are not following, they are thinking it as N. I don't know how N will come here. So CH, here it is CH, CH, because with carbon hydrogen will be there. N will never come, because why it will not come? Because N will have triple bond. The bond will not be satisfied. Got it? So no question about it. So now here, see, N has got 3 bonds. 1 bond here and 2 bond hydrogen. You need to count the bond. You need to calculate the bond. Then only you can understand it. Because this is also science, mind it. This is not a subject we need to mug it up. Got it? Those who are trying to mug it up, best of luck. So now here, which is the longest chain? Definitely this is your longest chain. No doubt about it. This is your longest chain. Now you can see 3 functional group size there. What 3 means? One is aldehyde, another is primary amines, another is alkenes. Double bond alkenes. So which is coming in the preferential series? Aldehyde is coming first, then amines, then alkenes. We can say that. Clear? So definitely this is your primary functional group. Primary, this one, and these 2 are your secondary. So this becomes your functional group. So now numbering will be from here only. I have to give the lowest number to this because this is your functional group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Got it? Now, so all these are now prefix. This all are prefix. We can say that. Now see how to write the name. First is your secondary prefix. Secondary prefix is, that is alphabetical order. I have to write it down: 4 amino, 4 methyl, 5 iodo. So I'll write it in this way: 4 amino, then 5 iodo. Got it? And that is 4 methyl. Anything I have left? No. 4 amino, 5 iodo, 4 methyl. Correct. Next is your root word. Root word is how many carbon? 6. It is hex. Now primary suffix is not N, it is in. So 2 in second position double bond is there. See it. 2 in. And secondary suffix is 1 al. You can write 1 or V not. Maybe not. So E and A. So E is being removed. So what is IUPAC name? You got it. 4 amino, 5 iodo, 4 methyl. 4 amino, 5 iodo, 4 methyl. Hex 2 in, 1 al. This is the IUPAC name. You got it. Understood today? Lot of things I have told you. You need to practice a lot. Lot of examples. You have to do it from your book. Lot of examples. Then only you will be the master in nomenclature. Alright, otherwise you will be suffering and suffering. That only I can say. Okay? Yes. Thank you very much.